How we doing, Heat Nation? Happy holidays to all you guys. It's your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. It's Friday. It's that time, you guys. Weekend's coming. Long weekend with Monday being Christmas. Hope everybody's got some safe and blessed plans. We're going to get rocking and rolling on another Miami Heat Talk adventure, you guys. First and foremost, the Heat got a great game tonight. We play in the Atlanta Hawks. Rematch of the last 2 years, playoff series in 2023, and let's not forget that play-in game last year when Miami lost to Atlanta. I know Atlanta's 12-15. I know a lot of people will take them lightly. This is not a game that the Heat can take lightly. You know, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, these dudes are beasts. So Miami really needs to get in gear tonight because you got Philadelphia on Monday for Christmas Day. So you definitely want to get in a winning way today. You want to get yourself poised and prepared for Monday. I am hoping that we have a fully healthy roster. Now, before I move forward, you guys, I want to talk a little bit about the video that I posted yesterday. There was a lot of people that had some comments and they had some opinions about the load management thing that I was talking about. And before I move forward, I just want to let everyone know this is exactly what I love about this channel. The fact that I post these videos and dozens, if not hundreds of you comment and let me know your thoughts. Guys, this is one of the best things because I feel like my channel is a little bit different from everybody's Miami Heat channel. I know there's a lot of options, but I feel like in this channel, what we have is a debate. I give my opinion. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. And as you see, I respond to almost everyone that I can. Now, there's a few comments out there that are a little ridiculous, so I just let those go. But I love the fact that we can just talk and have a live debate. Now, a lot of people mentioned yesterday, some people agreed with me about the whole players taking off things. Some people were saying, oh, you know, it's not the player's decision, it's the team's decision. Some people didn't agree. They thought load management was great. We are all going to have to agree to disagree on this matter, you guys, because everybody has a different perspective about load management. Yes. Is it beneficial for this Miami Heat team? Of course. Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, and Kevin Love, they're all in their mid-30s. It's great for them to get rest. But, guys, it's not football. It's basketball. There's 82 games in the season. It's been this way for decades now. Guys, I grew up in the 90s. I grew up watching this Heat team in 95, but not just the Heat team. I grew up watching everybody. Jordan, Pippen, Shawn Kemp, Anthony Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Gary Payton. I mean, the list goes on. I come from an era where guys played. I come from an era where guys bust their ass and they go on the floor and give it their all. Now, yes, times have changed. As we evolve as human beings, things change. I understand that we are in an era of basketball now where people are just not as tough as people used to be. And that's not just for basketball, that's just in life. I'm sure a lot of you notice that there's people these days you're thinking, wow, like 20 years ago, you just would have gotten knocked out for that attitude. Like this era of people is different. I get that. And I understand now that load management, what teams are doing is they're saving their players for the playoffs. Guys, I understand all of that. But just because we understand something doesn't mean it's correct. Whether it's right, whether it's wrong, I don't agree with load management for many reasons. One, if you're getting paid $30 to $40 million to play basketball and you're healthy, play the game. Play the game. I mean, what are we doing here? But it's not just that, y'all. I'm not speaking from the perspective of the millionaires that play on the court. And I know a lot of people that are agreeing with load management, it's from a team perspective. Me, I like to think 50-50. Team perspective and fans perspective. When I say I don't agree with load management, it's from the fans' perspective. And here's why. I'm a father of two and I'm married. Let's say I want to take my wife and my two girls to a Heat game. That's what? $200 to $300 I'm going to spend, if not more. Way more if I'm going to sit in the lower levels. Let's just call it $1,000. Let's say I want to sit in the 100 level, give my family a good time. I'm going to knock out about $1,000. I got to pay a shitload for parking. I got to pay money for drinks, money for food. So I'm probably going to come out like $1,200 to $1,500 out of pocket. Sounds insane, but it's Miami. Let's say I do all that, and then I get to the game an hour prior, Jimmy Butler's out, Kevin Love is out, Kyle Lowry's out. Just an example. Well, that sucks. I spent about $1,500 to take my family to see Jimmy Butler and these guys, and few of them aren't playing. That's why I think load management is annoying, and that's why it's frustrating as hell. But like I said, I get it. I understand it. I know what the Miami Heat's trying to do. I know it's not Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love saying, I don't want to play. I know it's the Miami Heat that are holding them back. I get all that, you guys. I just don't agree with it. Now, why am I saying all of this? Because I really believe in this Miami Heat roster. I fully believe, you guys, that we have a real shot of winning the 2004 NBA championship. I believe that this Miami Heat team currently constructed is better than the last team that went to the finals last season. So what does that tell me? If Jimmy Butler does his thing, and if everyone stays healthy, Miami can win it all. And that's mainly because Bam Adebayo has taken the next step this year. Jaime Jaquez is a dog. Caleb Martin is evolving. Tyler Hero is back. You got veteran presence with Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love, who have already won championships. You got the best playoff performer in the NBA in Jimmy Butler. You got Eric Spoelstra, the best coach in the NBA. You got some dogs on the end of the roster like Haywood Highsmith, Josh Richardson. You got some dogs on this team. You got Duncan Robinson, who's one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. Y'all can't tell me that you don't see this Miami Heat team as a serious contender. I don't care what the standings say. Right now, the Heat are 16-12 at the 6th seed. We're at the top 6 of the East. We're right there with all these other teams. Now, with that said, I'm going to give respect to Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly, because these 3 teams have been doing business all season. These 3 teams are 3 teams that are going to fight the Miami Heat for the NBA final spot. I know it's going to be one of these 4 teams. Look, I've got respect for the Knicks. I got respect for the Magic, but I don't see it happening. So the real question is, it's kind of what we've been talking about the last few days. Do you guys think that the Miami Heat needs to make an upgrade in this roster? Or do you feel that what we have right now is good enough? I feel like what we have is good enough. I don't want to trade Tyler Hero. I don't even want to trade Kyle Lowry unless we have to. Kyle Lowry's on the last year of his contract, and he's playing great this season. He works well with these players. And it's like I've mentioned in the past, what Kyle Lowry doesn't show in the box score. So I'm loving this Miami Heat roster this season. However, if there's an opportunity to make an upgrade to get this team better, why not take it? Now, I mentioned this a few weeks ago, you guys, and from the comments I'm seeing recently with some people, apparently they don't watch all my videos, so I'm going to say it in this video as well. I think that the Miami Heat should make a trade, but not for a whale. Don't trade Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is going to help you in the playoffs. Why have I said to possibly trade guys like maybe Tyler Hero or Kyle Lowry? It's because if you can upgrade this roster, we have seen this team do well without Tyler Hero. So if an opportunity came where we could trade Tyler Hero to upgrade this roster, we should at least entertain the idea. But it's not like I'm going to say I'm going to give Tyler Hero for any of these players. No, it's got to be specific players. Now, there's a name that I'm going to throw out there, you guys. Talked about it in the comments a few times, but I haven't mentioned it. Other Heat platforms are talking about it, so I want to get y'all's opinion. Lauri Markkanen from the Utah Jazz. I know. You're going to have haters in my comments calling this clickbait. Say whatever you want, but it's like I always say. When there's something going on that involves the Miami Heat team, we're going to talk about it here in Miami Heat Talk. I want all of your guys' opinion. It was reported within the week that the Utah Jazz have opened an opportunity to trade for Lauri Markkanen. Before, he used to be deemed untouchable. Now, the Jazz are willing to trade for him. But the Jazz want a lot. The Jazz want what they got similarly for a Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert trade. So I want to ask you guys, do you think it's possible or even smart for the Miami Heat to entertain a trade for Lauri Markkanen? And if you trade for a Lauri Markkanen, what are you going to have to give up? What the Utah Jazz want is something we don't have. up to 4 to 5 first-round draft picks. So right there, that should close it. Okay, but if you're looking at that, you're thinking, all right, you want 5 draft picks. Well, I can't give you 5 future first-round draft picks, but here's what I can do. I can give you Tyler Hero, who's a breakout star. I can give you 2 to 3 future first-round draft picks. I believe the Heat have 2 only that they can entertain. You can also include pick swaps as well. And then Miami can also include Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Nikola Jovic. I know. The moment I said Jaime Jaquez, y'all finna come with the pitchforks and burn my house down. I get it. I don't want to trade Jaime Jaquez. But I'm letting you guys know, if you want Lauri Markkanen on this Miami Heat team, that's what you're going to have to give up. Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, multiple first-round draft picks. Now, you're gonna have to make the numbers work with Utah, obviously. Include some salary dumps, stuff like that. But the trade is possible for Miami. Is it likely? No. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the chances of Miami Heat trading for Lauri Markkanen, in my opinion, is 0.00001. Very, very unlikely. However, you never know. Nobody thought that Cleveland was going to trade for Donovan Mitchell a year and a half ago. Everybody thought he was going to come to either Miami or the Knicks. Cleveland popped up in the last second. So maybe when February comes, and Utah's not getting the offers that they like, it's possible that Miami can swoop in and make an offer to close the deal. Is it likely? Hell no. Probably not. But the reason why I wanted to talk about Lauri Markkanen in this video, you guys, and mention this is because we need to stop thinking that the Heat should make a trade. I know I've been posting videos about Miami possibly trading for Donovan Mitchell. This one about Lauri Markkanen. I've talked about other players in the past. We had the whole Damian Lillard fiesta in the summer. But now we're seeing what this roster can do. We're seeing how good this roster is. We're seeing that without a fully healthy roster all season long, you're 16-12. You're better than last season. And you are the Eastern Conference champions. I believe that with this roster currently construed, Miami can win it all. Now, if there's a possibility in January or February where Miami can make a trade to boost this roster, but not a big trade where you have to trade Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, or Jimmy Butler. Maybe there's a trade out there where you can get a starting power forward or a point guard, and all you have to do is give up like a Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, and maybe a first-round draft pick. Remember, you guys, I've mentioned this in the past. I feel that a trade that Miami Heat should do is something similar we did in 2020 when we got Jay Crowder, Andre Iguodala, and Solomon Hill. It wasn't the fanciest trade. It wasn't the biggest trade. But Jay Crowder and Andre Iguodala helped us get to the NBA championship that season. I can see Miami make a trade. Now, for who? I don't know. We need to wait. Maybe it's not a trade. Maybe it's via buyout. Miami kept this team together and we are still under the second apron. We are $6 million under the second apron. So we are allowed to sign a buyout player. Some teams can't do that. Milwaukee can't do that. Phoenix can't do that. If you're over the second apron, you cannot aggregate trades. You cannot sign buyout players. You cannot sign for the mid-level or the biannual exception. You are capped and you are limited. So that's the great thing about this Miami Heat team. I don't think we have to make a trade. I think we just need to stay the course, see what happens in the buyout market, and see if we can make little tweaks in the middle of the season. But for right now, I think we good. I think what we need to do right now is we need to make sure that Tyler Hero gets accustomed with this roster. He gets comfortable with this roster. He gets comfortable with guys like Jaime Jaquez Jr., Josh Richardson, and can play alongside Duncan Robinson. But I want to hear from you guys. Tell me on this channel, do you think that we have to make a trade to make the finals? Or do you think currently construed, giving some time, this roster is good enough? Or do you think that Miami should try to go all in to get Lauri Markkanen? One thing I did forget to mention, guys, another opportunity for Miami to get Lauri Markkanen, involve more teams. Get it to a 3 to 4 team trade. Offer multiple players that can get you first round draft picks for futures. But that's what we have to do to get a guy like Lauri Markkanen. I don't think we should do that. I think we're good enough construed. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please, guys, take a moment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. We just hit over 2,400 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the love. But I want more. Once we get to 3,000, I got something special for y'all. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Hope we get that dub tonight. Your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Happy holidays, guys.